EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, our leader is Viktor Hovland. He's off to a good start at 6 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one, fresh off a victory a week ago. So, Frank, here we are, 3 tournaments into the new season. Our featured golfer, the rookie, on an absolutely historic and record-breaking run. 3 consecutive wins to begin a career absolutely unheard of.
It's crazy. I didn't believe they could win out of the gates. I certainly didn't believe they could back it up with 2, and then they had no chance of making it 3 in a way, so I have no idea what to expect this week. And that is not a fairway hit. It's definitely gone into the rough. Certainly not the start everybody was expecting.
So another event getting underway here, Frank, and we look at our featured golfer coming in fresh off another victory 4 short days ago. You know, it's funny what confidence can do for you. Early in the season, you're probably just hoping to try and make some cuts, contend once in a while. Now you're coming into tournaments as one of the favorites to win.
As long as you don't get ahead of yourself, because, you know, there's that sort of phrase, you can be a little too cocky. Confidence is a good thing, though. I just think take a little step back. I mean, all the backslapping's finished. You won last week. Remember how you did that. Remember how well you played, what got there. There was a series of good shots. So Thursday, you got to start doing exactly the same with that same attitude.
Yeah, that's a pretty good effort right there. We've seen others leave that putt much shorter than that. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at level par. Such a thrill playing in the Masters as a professional for the first time. Frank, if you could take me back through your first round, your first tournament, what do you remember most about that experience?
Good and bad, really. It was the first cut that I missed as in a major championship. But in those days, they didn't use the top 50 of the world rankings, so I really didn't get into my sort of early, mid-30s. But I don't really want to talk about my first round, but by virtue of that, I got drawn with the late, great Arnold Palmer on the front. And while that was a Masters I'd like to forget for different reasons, the very next year I finished 4th. So I credit that to my rookie year and playing with a man that basically could play the golf course backwards in Arnold Palmer.
Kane cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and this one's easy to overcompensate that left to right break. There is a little bit, but not too much.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at even par. You know where we are because you can look to the right. We're in the desert. You want to keep it out of that. If you do, with a good tee shot, absolutely a chance to get home in 2 and maybe jumpstart the round with an eagle 3. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
That is a really good shot on him. 2 on this par 5, but the work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Oh, that is a good judge of speed right there. Expertly done. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the 3rd. Really nice mix of holes to start here at TPC Scottsdale. The 2 4s and then the par 5. Now our first par 3. Just a little over 180 yards, Frank.
Plays a little downhill, longer than what it once was. Green is radically different. Used to be deep, now it's wide. And the bunkering, of course, is visually totally different from what it used to be.
That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Yeah, a little short, but that's pretty good effort there. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. This can be a tough hole, this par 4 5th at 470 yards. It is made considerably easier if you pound your drive. And you need to hit it long and straight. From there, you'll have a chance to access the hole location and maybe make a birdie. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. from the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The fifth always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
A look here at birdie.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Par 4 6th, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Second shot, good look at the green.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, where's the difficulty here on the 7th hole, the par 3 of more than 200 yards?
Well, Rich, front hole locations are always probably the toughest here because that's the narrowest part of the green. Bunkering really hasn't changed, and the green still does widen up, but the hole tends to play slightly uphill.
Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. This will test the skill set here. It's his second. 19 feet away. Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. This is a good hole right here. The par 4 8th at 475 yards, a slight dog leg to the left. This is where you want to hit that sweeper. If you have that in your bag, get a little extra roll on that hooking tee shot from there, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. This one looks right on point.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Here at the par 4 9th hole. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Trying to gather some momentum after the birdie, but that won't help. It's into the bunker off the tee. Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker.
Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots, they're just as important.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to move him back down to even par. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right, and you have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play.
Bogey at the last and found the rough here. It's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction.
So a poor tee shot at 10, now his second. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Now this, for birdie at 10.
And this is when you just want to get down to the hole and let it trickle in.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. So that's in for par to start this backside, and he'll remain right where he is. This is a terrific hole here at TPC Scottsdale. The 11th is 472 yards and a par 4. You can see you don't want to hit it left because water goes down the entire left side. Need to hit it long, need to hit it straight. And the best spot is to be down that right side of the fairway. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the hole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
Oh, pumped up there. That's a little too long and consequently going back down the hill now. Going to require some touch.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Well, 16 at TPC Scottsdale is the most famous, but maybe the most beautiful par 3 of the golf course is right here, the 12th, with that peninsula green and water all down the right side and the 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. This is an excellent par 3. Good chance at one. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. 8 feet remaining here for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. Par 5 13, Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone, now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side, they certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, the high ball hitter, still will get a reward at 13. The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
So now eyeing this one for birdie. How about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he'll move to 3 under par, just 3 back. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
This one starting up that left side. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. And this is looking really good.
Well, that is a proper iron shot. Good full swing, too, and gets the result it deserves. Great shot.
Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. For tournament golf, this is one of the exciting holes, the 15th here at TPC Scottsdale. It's reachable at 553 yards, but it is also a nightmare if you hit your second shot. You can make a big number here. This starting toward the right side.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now. It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
15 feet away. There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And he'll move to within a shot of the lead at 5 under par. Here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
But a long ways away, and that will not generate a whole lot of excitement up there in the box seats. Chance now for another birdie.
Yeah, I'm looking to see the break, and I'm really not seeing a lot. If I had to push it, a hair of right to left depended on pace, slightly up the slope.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay at 5 under. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. 6 feet now for birdie. Finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the church pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. A nice round number here, an even 100 yards coming up for his second.
That's a decent sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Now this for another birdie. How to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. So day one in the books, and what a day it was for our featured golfer, leading by a stroke here on this Thursday.
I remember the great Hale Irwin, Rich. He would always say, when you won in front, play like...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. Included among them is our featured golfer, who will be following intently throughout the round.
I tell you, there's long and long. And that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. This is a 13-footer. Oh, yes, that's the way to start the day. It is a birdie here at the opening hole. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those two deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. Couldn't ask for anything better. Split the fairway, and now I'll have a go at this second shot.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome four-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, safely in for his par. And this will stay a one-shot lead. We come now to the first par 5 of the day, 558-yard third. A dry wash runs down the entire right side, and then it cuts across the green. Long drive down the right side, and the green is going to be reachable in 2. That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole. Still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
Oh, wonderful effort right there. That was tracking much of the way, and it'll leave a short one for birdie. Yes, a very well-played hole. That's in for birdie. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Arriving now at the first par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, 183-yard fourth. Slightly uphill with an elevated green that is tough to see from the tee. Bunkers guard it short, right, and left. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Second shot now, here at the par 3. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. Heading now to the 470-yard par 4 fifth. This hole is all about the drive. Hit the fairway, and the approach is simple, but a massive bunker on the right is trouble, making an approach over a wash very difficult. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
This could be a good one.
just went a little bit too far and a little bit to the right, but still, anything inside 10 feet is excellent on this hole.
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's been stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart? This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. From the fairway Nota, this his third.
Well, the toughest thing about this shot is the options. You can putt it, you could bump it, and you could chip it, but either way, it's going to be tough.
Coming up short with the second shot was the issue, but a beautiful use of the flop shot and a good chance to escape with a par.
Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And he's going to drop back to -9. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed, still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
That is a good, sensible shot right there. Gives him a good look at birdie. This from 7 feet. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. Will certainly help the cause. Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Now Nota his second from the fairway.
152 yards left for him, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back-to-back.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move to 11 under par. Rounding out the front 9 with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. There is now 1, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep too, so judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9. That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th, and that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. Beginning the back 9 with a 428-yard par 4-10. Sharp dogleg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the quarter with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees, or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
And that one going to be okay, although it does finish just off the green. That one finished off. It's in for par. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4-11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. A drive down the right side is ideal. Oh, that is way right. Oh!
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
So, from the rough, down the Nota.
Ball sitting in the rough at the 11th, now looking at an opening up the right side in an effort to try and hold the green.
Just needed that little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Chance now for another birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. Arriving now at the beautiful 192-yard par 3-12, featuring a peninsula green with water hugging the right side and 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. Okay, just outside of 10 feet and a birdie chance here at number 12. This is an 11-foot putt. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. This is where the excitement really kicks in at TPC Scottsdale. The 13th hole is a par 5 at 558 yards. It is a wonderful driving hole. There's water, there's desert on the right. You have the mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. If you can drive the ball straight here, keep it out of that trouble, well, then you absolutely have a chance to get home in 2 and maybe make an eagle. Yeah, that's going to be into that desert zone in between the 6th and 13th. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. We come now to the 490-yard par 4 14th. Not quite as intimidating as number 11, but every bit as demanding. After an uphill tee shot, players hit into a green sitting precariously on what was once a spectator's mound. Par is a great score here. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. You could see he was trying to spin that thing close. Nice job finding the putting surface. Still got a little work to do for his birdie. Now this for another birdie. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Arriving now at the 553-yard 15th, another reachable par 5, water guarding the left side of the fairway. Players hit their second or third shots into an island green, and scores can range from 3 to 7 here, so the 15th is always exciting. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Okay, that's safely on to the island, though it does wind up in one of the 2 bunkers, so it won't be an eagle putt. Not quite on in 2. Here's the third from the greenside bunker. Yeah, just able to pop that one out of there, but that will only make it onto the fringe. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Here we are at the famed 163-yard par 3 16th at TPC Scottsdale, with the McDowell Mountains in the distance and the most boisterous gallery in golf looking on. This is a test like no other on tour. That's going to wind up on the fringe, and this crowd, let's say, muted in their applause. They were looking for something a little bit better. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that, another good drive here. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Chance now for another birdie. Yes, the speed, spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17 to 16 under par. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the church pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. It looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second. Good chance at one.
And there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that is going to be a second-round score of 61. Pretty incredible. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 30. Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday third round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about the fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16 as we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. So here on this Saturday, Frank, our featured golfer in the lead yet again in what has already been an amazing first season of the PGA Tour. Now, obviously there's still a long way to go in this tournament. It is not in the win column yet. But Frank, when you talk about rookie seasons, this is definitely one of the best in recent memory, isn't it?
Without doubt, Rich. I think Rookie of the Year, that's done and dusted. What the players trying to do right now is just elevate themselves in a position on the FedEx Cup, make the Tour Championship, and really, just kickstart what should be, judging by what we've seen this year, an amazing career.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. The second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those two fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a three. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. So after a well-placed drive, this his second from short range. Okay, not too bad there. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. He's got it to minus 18. Now on to the third. First par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. Used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Two solid shots, gets close to this par 5 green in 2. I know the ball's in the rough, but it's not too bad. With a good short game, perhaps birdie.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he moves to 19 under for the tournament. Frank, what kind of shot is required here at the par 3 fourth?
A little drop shot par 3 down the hill in today's standards because it's under 200 yards. Series of 3 tee boxes, so plenty to choose from there. The entry into the green is well protected now by the 2 bunkers, one in the centre and one on the right front of this green.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Now, Noda, this for birdie.
And this certainly won't have too much movement in it other than the slope taking it down the hill.
Oh no, that never had a chance. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he's going to stay at 19 under par. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
10-foot putt left. Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. He gets it to 20 under par. Here now at the 432-yard par 4-6, dogleg left, bunkers flanking both sides of the fairway. Avoid those, and a birdie is a good possibility.
As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway missed today.
Ball sitting okay here for his second here at the 6th. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he'll stay at 20 under. This 215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface. Now a delicate little chip here for his second. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, the par 4 8th. This is a good hole.
It is. A dog leg to the left forces the player to go at the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front. Unless there's a flag position in the front, you're really going to have to fly at least 20 yards or so into that green. Otherwise, that ball is going to run towards the front.
Well, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. A back right hole location here as he gets set for his second to the par 4.
No, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
12 feet still to go. Nope. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Finishing up the front side at TPC Scottsdale with the 453-yard par 4 9. Avoid the 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. Then players have an open approach to a green with a ridge bisecting it. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this hole location to this narrow green.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And any movement in this putt is going to be slight in nature. This is one you're looking to make.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Par 4 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do. And consequently, they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that avenue or access into 10.
That's going to be into the rough right behind the big stadium structure at 16. So a poor tee shot at 10, now his second. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. This from about 10 feet. Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is.
Now at the par 4 11th, Frank, I really like this hole.
Well, you might be the only one, Rich, because this is an absolute scorecard wrecker. Water all the way down the left side. There's two bunkers. Don't worry about that. They're not off the tee. They're around the green. They protect the left front and the back. If you think you can bail out down the right side, well, you could find cactus and all sorts of crazy things down the right. And believe me, go down there, more than anything, they'll wreck your scorecard as well.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 21 under par. 12th hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
Okay, that one's dancing. Got it there, but not quite on target. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he's going to remain at minus 21. Par 5 13th, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is. Water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
From 4 feet for birdie. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll remain right where he is. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole. This one starting a little bit left.
Yeah, it might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second. Well, as an old baseball announcer once said, going, going,
Gone.
goodbye.
Good chance to save par after that beautiful flop shot. Looked in trouble there at one stage.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Now you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. That means he'll get it to 22 under par. To the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the Gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 3.
And when you look at it from up high with the blimp view, it sort of appears as though they got Fenway Park or Wrigley Field right into the desert. And this is a sellout crowd. Now, this is 20,000 fans, and there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than the 16th here at TPC Scottsdale. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target. You can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay at 22 under. Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best short par 4s in the game, all about risk and reward. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range. Now this for another birdie. Oh, finishing strong. in for birdie here at 17. He's going to move to 23 under par. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway.
Nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Front left hole location here as we await his second to the par 4.
Safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, you really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Never in doubt. Back-to-back birdies to close things out. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our featured golfer miles in front with 18 left to play.
I'm still...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down, as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. So, Frank, another Sunday is upon us, and stop me if you've heard this before, but our featured golfer in position to win yet again on the PGA Tour as a rookie. You have to think by now, this is someone who appears to be unfazed by just about anything put in their way.
And also, Rich, getting in the other players' heads, because Sunday is meant to be that pressure cooker day where people fail, often at the post. So if you've managed to conquer that at least twice in your rookie season, players are starting to think, well, hang on a minute. They've figured out how to play this golf when the pressure's at the very most. So I actually give them the advantage.
Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope, 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those two deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. No damage done after missing the first fairway, but he should like this one a little bit better here at number 2. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
It's about 97 yards to the front, 108 to the hole. Pin is on the front left part of the green. Sandwich takes flight. It's coming in just a bit right. Pretty average.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
That one just going to sneak on by. That finished off for a par here with the second. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That hazard down the right side protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
The driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Gave it a go, but that's into the green side bunker, and it's fairly deep over there, too. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he's going to stay at minus 24. It's not the most famous par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, is it? But it is the first. The fourth hole at 183 yards, just a bit uphill with an elevated green. It is well guarded by bunkers. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, there's a fairly significant slope to take into account here. In terms of the break, it is going to move a hair from right to left, so 2 key things to focus on.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
He'll have 17 feet on this putt. Nope. one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is. Par 4 sixth is not overly long at 432 yards, a dogleg to the left. It's all about avoiding those bunkers that flank both sides of the fairway. If you do, yet again, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Now, from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second. And this going to wind up on the fringe and not particularly close either. Bit of a misstep there from a pretty good number. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done.
Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favouring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. A chance maybe to run something back there for his second.
One of the hardest things in golf is to turn 3 shots into 2. And with that beautiful use of the flop shot, it's a good chance really to get up and down.
Okay, that's a good putt. It is in to save par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 eighth. It's a slight dogleg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask. Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. From the fairway nota, this is second.
Left with 154 to the hole, pin all the way on the right.
I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain at 23 under par. The final hole on this opening side is a par 4 measuring out at 454 yards. There's one bunker to avoid right of the landing zone. But the distinguishing feature here is this green with a ridge right in the middle. Getting the ball to the correct portion of the green on the approach shot can be the difference between a 10-footer for birdie or a 50-footer.
That's a tough breeze to allow from, coming from the right. Did an excellent job of adjusting for that breeze, and tee shot finishes up in the fairway. Well, there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the ninth. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right and you have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. And that'll do just fine. A straightforward look here for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that brushed in for par here at 11. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Par 3 12th may not be as famous as the par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of the screen. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. Well, a good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your par 3 at 12.
I mean, this is a clinic in how to play the game. Just keep everything hole high, give yourself a look for birdie, and that's what he'll have coming up. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble and the green is I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would. Even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent, it's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little...
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Now note his second from the fairway.
Well, he's looking at 138 yards to the front, 147 to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
Well, the ball's finished up okay, but look how it got there.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. He'll remain at 27 under. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
Well, that worked out really well, landing just short, gets that little bump onto the green, and now maybe a huge bump on the scorecard, Frank, if this putt goes down for an eagle.
Well worked out second shot, Rich. You could not fly that ball on the green and expect it to finish up on that front third.
Maybe you look to the heavens here. That didn't need much more. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shouting. This is absolutely one of the coolest holes in golf. This is a little bit like dropping Fenway Park into the desert, trading a baseball bat for a golf club. And it is bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, tie game, World Series rowdy. I mean, there is nothing like it in golf. Safely aboard, that will not incur the wrath of this capacity crowd, and that's a victory. that would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Okay, safely in for his par. And he's going to stay 28 under par. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Well, this looks really good. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. That one just lacking a little bit of pace, but not bad at all from there. Birdie finished off here at 17. And he'll get that score to minus 29. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the church pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. A good approach shot to just about seal it. Well, it's 74 yards here as he's set for his second. Some work, but it'll end up okay. Chance now for another birdie. Ooh, good speed there. Ooh, just a couple of feet. Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And that's going to make this a final round. 66. So just a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a fourth career victory. That's impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a totally different lens now, Rich. We know they're good enough. I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.